Hello everybody, it's stream time again. The time when epic heroic sagas are recounted and relived for your informational enjoyment. Today, it's the time for a recap of Honkai Star Rail patch 3.3, The Fall at Dawn's Rise, where nothing bad happens. Nothing. At all. So let's head into the story without any worries. And why should we worry when treasures are waiting? You got a message. Saifa kicks things off by inviting us to treasure hunting in Stickshare, and she starts our productive cooperation with a Flame River prank. Nothing like a healthy dose of fear. In exchange, we learn that her demigod power is not just sonic speed. Saifa can also make lies a reality if she can make people believe in them. And then we don't actually get to see any treasures. The profits are settled off screen. Worrisome. Trailblazer is just too popular, so Finan is next in line for our attention. And for the Ornyx power, I guess, as we help Finan train in the grove against the memory of Flame River. And every training deserves a good playtime afterwards. So for the playtime, we have a library draped with what seems to be an axe of fanfiction. But to each their own, Finan is enjoying a guide to stocks market. Oh my god, bro's name is literally Finance. Trust Fund, 6'5", blue eyes. Mom is looking at fortune reading with cards. Divination, Mom says, is about helping people find courage to face the unknown. That stirs a memory in Finan. Something about what Mom says is identical in subject and tone to Finan's good old friend Cyrene, who has been killed by the Flame River back in his village. But there's no time to dwell on coincidences of them both being fortune-reading fans. The group is suddenly surrounded by cleaners. A crisis assassination group headed by Kenius. Kenius' fall from grace in the last debate wasn't easy to swallow, it seems. Cleaners appear in other places too. Dan Heng is surrounded at the Paolo car, which Lygus has managed to repair. What a genius he is! Cleaners actually barge in at a very delicate time. Lygus, who doesn't seem to like the Astral Express intervention, is just in the middle of trying to gently put Dan Heng and Trailblazer out of Ampharos by offering to open the path out.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, of course. But Dan Heng rejects the offer. Finally, Aglaya is also surrounded by cleaners, and it seems she is the real assassination target. Every other cleaner group was meant to delay. This one is out for the kill. And surprisingly,
now, it's time to let go.
Aglaya lets it happen. Oh, Aglaya, unlike the worldwide VAP, your death just dropped from 5 to 2G, your plans never cease. Oh no! Wi-Fi's down. Indeed, Aglaya's death was planned by her too. She has feigned weakness to lure the cleaners out and make her death be the final strike against the Council of Elders. After all, her body was already near the point of complete deterioration, and it was better to make the final moments count. But even with her body destroyed, Aglaya's power remains. The internet is slow, but there, and in the form of Golden Nymph, she delivers her last messages. No, you can't pawn them off to garment makers for extra jades. Put it down. From Saifa, who's still busy hunting for treasures in Stickshare, now with Batholus, Aglaya both tries to get a certain piece of information from her past. What did Saifa do in Dawnglad, the Temple of Kefali, many years ago, and tries to secure Saifa's return to Okama to aid Crisis Airs. Flashback hints the two are close, Aglaya taking care of Saifa, and so Saifa agrees to think about Okama invitation, but she reveals neither the events of the Dawnglad Temple, nor the fact that Batholus is Zagreus, the actual titan of trickery.
Isn't that right? Zagreus.
I get it. I'd keep him around too. Batholus is very cute, but can it stop stealing my damn chest for 1 second? Ready. Agla Beetle also has a message for Cartonus. It is time to fulfill their pact from a long time ago. Cartonus will forge the remnants of Aglaya's soul and divine power into a bracelet, a treasured gift from a child. And thus, Aglaya will become a relic to assist Crisis Airs in the rest of their journey. Gosh, I hope it's Crit Rate main. Who am I kidding? It's a hand slot piece, that's flat attack. Cartonus also finishes forging a sword for Finan, the Dawnmaker. And Finan inherits from Aglaya both the mission to lead Okama and Crisis Airs and the bracelet with the last of her flat attack. And the mission part is clear. Bring the flame-chasing journey to the end. Aquila is the last core flame to hunt, so Finan, now the de facto project manager, tasks Cypher, who did come back, with Okama and Kefali core flame protection, and tasks himself, Astral Express and Hyacinth, plus Ika with Aquila core flame retrieval. Another one. How many of the pink, small, cute creatures and things are there in here? Winged beast, assemble! Hyacinth, as the last descendant of Celios, the hero of Sky Tribe who defeated Aquila and fused with them to safeguard the sky, is the key to getting to, well, Sky. And she starts by communing with her ancestors in various parts of the world, which Dan Heng helps her with because apparently he can now use Spirit Word of Ampharos to, skip the traveling screens. You have plot armor, you have plot spear, sometimes you have a plot horse to travel conveniently to your location. Kang Hong now has a plot horse. It's a horse! That's right. You're not the only one. Horses aside, the ancestral communing step is a success. Nepotism. And Hyacinth gets to build the rainbow bridge to the sky.
Friends, let us soar together.
They really like turning around and stretching out a hand towards you, don't they? We arrive to the Eye of Twilight, Aquala's fortress, and begin to make this house a home. We clean out trash, remove the bugs, fix up the tech setup. We even find Seleucus' old partners, Celebes, which Hyacinth saves from corruption, and Lunabis. I don't know what's up with all those horses. As we travel, we also learn the history of the Skyfolk. Sunfolk and Rainfolk, two sky factions, have been at odds for a long time. Aquila has always shunned grey skies, so Sunfolk's interpretation was that the sun is superior, leading to Rainfolk oppression. In reality, it wasn't rain that Aquila disliked, being the closest to the outer world and sensed the black tide first, and kept trying to escape it. And it was Celios, who, born into both sun and rain factions, have decided enough is enough, and went away to train up and eventually strike the pesky Aquila down. But Celebes and Lunabis, partners and witnesses of Seleucus' deeds, promise the full story will be revealed when we reach the top. And we push further up, chasing Aquala's eye. You know what that eye reminds me of though? Doesn't this look like Anna's eye? That's Anna's eye. This looks like an eye of Anna. How was Anna's faction called again? Beyond the Sky Choir? And what do you mean this isn't a Titan?
This figure looks way too alien.
Unfortunately, it's just not a part of the recap. What actually happens in the story is that we make it to the top of the fortress, and it is time to face Aquila, or is it the truth that we are facing? Celios, merged with Aquila, faces us instead, but it isn't the benevolence of a hero that we meet, it's judgment. Memories reveal that Hyacinthia was never at the center of hero Celios. Instead, Celios, enraged by human-on-human violence continuing even after the defeat of Aquila, said, "I can do it better," and perished most of Sky Temple citizens in golden lava. A random weak crisis heir begged Celios for life and mercy, promising their descendants will arrive one day to prove the will and strength of humanity, and so Hyacinthia family line was secured. Then, now it's time to fulfill the promise of gifted life and kill the Celio-Aquila fusion. Celio, kill it. Man, the big dog. But of course, we win. It's just as we strike Aquila down, we need to consider that the platform we are on is plummeting into lava. Fortunately, Aglaya's bracelet relic activates, saving us from the fall. Aquila's not unweighted. Unfortunately, we fail to retrieve the bracelet back. The relic falls down into the lava, and Aglaya, at last, gets her final rest.
I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold.
Oh, and also the whole Celio-Aquila core flame seizure has caused the Titan to get corrupted for one quick last fight. Like, come on, man. Or the room, okay, I'm still crying. Well, let's check on Cypher instead. She knows how to have fun and leave the mood. We stumble upon Cypher in the middle of her fun Dawnklaw Temple flashback, the one she didn't want to share. And turns out, for a good reason, as Cypher accidentally learns the full Kefala prophecy that has been kept secret by one person, Kefala's main chaplain.
The eternal night is looming. But over the next 300 years, the Dawn device will safeguard the holy city.
And yes, this flashback is from more than 300 years into the past. What happens after the warranty? What happens after 300 years? There isn't time to answer such trivial shroom questions though, because to lure the Flame River away from Okama, Cypher has come to Stickshare and brought Kefala's core flame with her. And the bait is working. The two start their chase playing a game of cat and mouse. You know, with how long the doors take to open an Amphoris, I think the Flame River will get us before the second door even starts opening. And whether it's because of Amphoris doors or just sheer difference in power, but it's hard to say that Cypher is the cat in this hunt. She tricks Flame River with her power of a lice and the fake core flame twice, but eventually even Super Lie and Super Speed stop being enough. When Cypher gets ready to flip the coin of whimsy for her final exit, Flame River reveals he stole the coin, and in the books of fate, it's just a petty change. But Cypher fights for it and dies over it.
You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
It's in Sypha's dying moments that we see the full extent of her lies. The core flame Sypha brought was never a real one. And 1,000 years ago at Dawnglad, Sypha never revealed Chaplain's words about Kefali's prophecy. Instead, disguising herself as a new chaplain, she delivered her own truth to the people of Okama.
The Dawn Device will safeguard the holy city, poised for the children of humanity to create miracles forever.
After all, when enough people believe the god of trickery's lies, it can become the truth. But of course, when the one who has held on to the miracle for 1,000 years dies, the lies become lies once again. What the shrimp, I don't want to have fun like this anymore. Team Finan, minus Hyacinth, who leaves to speedrun her demigod ascension, rushes through the dying, devastated Okama that has at once lost the protection both of the golden threads and of the Dawn Device. Bugs are on the loose. All kind of bugs. Truly the end of this world. Black Tide is on the loose, and Canis has lost it, but she's here too. We try to retrieve the true Kefali's core flame, but Canis warns us it won't be there, and when we check, there is only a fake one to be found. Kefali's core flame is gone, and so is Canis, by the way, for good now. But trusting in Sypha, we continue to the Vortex of Genesis, hoping to find both her and the core flame there. I'm running in the wrong direction, am I not? Poor sense of direction. Ignore that part. And Flame River both try to block us, but Mighty, with support from Castries, steps in. We get away with the Century Gate, but in Okama we lose Cartonis, who stays behind to keep the Black Tide monsters away from us. And in the bathhouse, Flame River catches up to us again, meaning that he was very good at counting up to 10. The 10th erratic murderer. This time it's Danha who stays behind. There is a lot of water in the bathhouse for him to part around, go water boy. But finally, before the Vortex, Finan tries to get rid of Trailblazer. This isn't your fight, he says. A Century Gate has been prepared for us to reach the repaired Palaka and leave with Lygus' help. And maybe before I was against staying behind, sacrificing ourselves, but... Well, now I don't want to go. I don't want to, I'm staying. That's it. But nobody ever considers shrimp opinions in this dumb economy, and so we are booted from this journey. It's Finan's Tariel now. Next to the Vortex entrance, Finan meets Trinan, and believe it or not, Batholus, who has been hidden away by Sypha to deliver the real Kefali's core flame that has been hidden away in Zagreus' Titan body. Removing the core flame destroys Spirit Thief. And as all spirit waters have dried up, closing the Vortex of Genesis off, Trinan sacrifices herself as well to open the Century Gate in. It is then Crisis as are speedrunning the TPK. But when Finan arrives at the dissipating Vortex, things get weird. Finan's name gets a Sensiba. Lygus is there, Brooke got too much free time, ready to observe Finan's decision. Will Finan turn the page into the Era Nova again? Or Lygus muses, maybe something different will happen this time. After all, in this intermission, we have a new face making an appearance. Serene? And hey, let's get her a bi-monthly dose of what is Herta up to now. Well, she's in, and she's not alone. Skrullum is now joining the party as well. I guess one-on-one with Lygus was risky, but two-on-one was a-okay. Besides, they've only destroyed Lygus' spare fake body. And while Herta and Skrullum are here for a rescue, they have to do the Genius Society move and reveal a couple lore drops. For one, it appears March 7th might actually be trapped inside Ampharos. And for two, Herta reveals the reason behind Ampharos' bad luck. An active Emperor's Scepter. And that brings us to the end of 3.4. Well, as I said, nothing bad has happened. Oh, this, don't pay too much attention. You just have to, 1 second. See? No, there is nothing to see here. So just to confirm, that's right, nothing bad has happened. So now you can take very good care, and until the next occasion that brings us together, have yourself a shrimpy good time. Bye-bye. Mwah. Oh my god, bro's name is literally Finan. 6'5"?
Who was Finan? 6'5"?